that's okay. That looks good. I think that's good. Hey Tina, how are you? What is the button? I don't even know what the button is. What button did you push? What did the button do? Tell me. I'm still trying to figure out everything myself. Hey Ted. Hey Iron Addict. I know I almost took off the day, Jason. I was kind of not feeling it today, but I was like, you know what? I need to walk, and I need to keep working on this channel. Hey Leslie. Hey Kayla. Yeah, sometimes I get demotivated. It's mostly when I'm still kind of in my daytime sleeping schedule. It means I'm getting absolutely nothing done, and it drives me nuts. I went to bed today, I think at 9, and got up at 6. So basically, I got only an hour work done in the store today. And then I was just like, oh man, I don't know. I don't want to repeat myself. I'm getting kind of bored of doing the same walk each night. But then I was like, you know, I need to keep pushing. I really, really, really want to get this channel to the point where it's monetized, so I can kind of plan out way better. Hey Serge, more better walks, more interesting walks. I want to do more than just walk in the same circles every night. Oh no, why is it doing that? Uh-oh, is this the bad stabilizer? One of these stabilizers doesn't work as well as the other one. Okay, let's see. Hold on one second. Hey Princess. Okay, there we go. I'm fiddling with it, trying to make it go straight, and now it's falling apart. Okay, let's see. All right. So yeah, I decided, you know what? I gotta do my walk. I gotta get my steps in no matter what. And I'd rather get my steps in hanging out with you guys than, I don't know, go on like Whatnot or something and spending way too much money. Trying not to spend a cent lately. I just need to catch up with everything. Trying to convince Sean to go live with me tonight to do a little share and tell. But hey ACL, yeah, he feels a little uncomfortable. Not everyone likes to talk online. I know how uncomfortable it is. I mean, I was doing YouTube for over a year before I even showed my face on YouTube, and I spent 6-7 years before I did a live stream because I was very self-conscious. But everyone is. I think that's just natural human instinct, is to be like, oh my god, I'm gonna be awful and everyone's gonna make fun of you and I hate the sound of my voice. That's just the normal state of being online, I think. But yeah, we're gonna walk. If you guys have any questions or topics you want me to talk about, yeah, I'm trying to be really, really good. I need to catch up with all my bills and stuff, and I need to get this channel going. Focus on this. Once I get this channel going, then I can start focusing on doing all the other channels. But I realize when I'm on my daytime schedule, where I'm sleeping all day and working at night, I don't really have the space to film anymore. So I just don't have the ability. I used to do videos overnight. Like if I did a thing where I slept all day, I'd film at night when it's quiet and easy to film, and I would get a lot done. But I feel like I can't do that anymore. So it's really difficult. All right, Jason. Yeah, I'm sure right now you're probably really exhausted and at home lounging. We could do it, we'll figure out a time when I'm actually awake during the day. Hey, Brian. Let's see, we're gonna... Oh, I forgot to grab... I made images for everybody. I made a cool... So I have a Scooby-Doo as Swamp Thing. He's with Shaggy, but he's like a Swamp Thing Scooby-Doo. I have a blue Wrench Army. Several versions of that. I did an arcade or two. I did put the Street Candy Rat on Instagram, if you guys saw that. It was kind of funny because the first time I just wrote I wrote New York City Street Candy Pirate, and it made like a sexy lady pirate holding a bowl of candy. I was like, that didn't work, so I had to re-describe it a little bit, and he turned into like a hipster mouse, hipster rat. It looked kind of funny. Man, AI is so freaking cool. I think it's so much fun. Just you can think up an idea and boom, you have an image like 30 seconds later. I've never had anything like that in my life. But yeah, so I gotta walk my 10,000 steps. Figure out a chat subject. I don't even know what I want to talk about tonight. Oh, the park is lit up. I was going to see if we can go to the track. She's really cute, and she had a bowl of candy, and she's just like a pirate, but didn't quite match our what we think of as street candy pirates. Then I had like a oh, why is this doing this? This stabilizer is acting funky. Stabilizer. I gotta mark this one with a marker that this is the one that doesn't work as well. I don't know if this is the one that got wet, or is it just it's already broken after a month of streaming. I've done it. It's actually today is technically the second month start. We've done 2 months of walking already. We started on April 1st, now it's June 1st. That's crazy. What do we do? We've done 50 walks, I think, 7 or so shorts. I think we're at 3.2 thousand watch time hours. So we're literally only 900 watch time hours left to hit the goal. The slow goal will be the subscribers, though. I still need 300 something, and like the last few days I've just been getting 5 or 6. So I don't know, it might still be 2 months before I actually hit the goal. It feels very daunting to me. 2 months of working a couple hours each day. It's a lot of work, but still fun. Yeah, 634, and I think I gained 5 today and like 8 yesterday. And I don't want to just keep spamming all my main channels trying to get people to come here. So I don't know. Oh, you're fishing right now. Good luck. Find some great fish. How many total steps? Oh, Jason, I don't know. I've been doing it probably 10,000. No, I think I averaged about 11,000 over the last 2 months. So 11,000 a day times 60. So I don't know, 700,000 steps total. That's quite a bit. Quite a bit. I've been getting 15 to 20,000 regularly, but then I also have a few days where I didn't do any. Just, you know what it is? I'm the kind of person that likes to do something a little bit different every day. And I'm just getting a little too repetitive to a point. I'm like, you guys still enjoy this? I don't know if I'm enjoying it. I don't want to get in that headspace. I need to find more interesting. Oh, there we go. Yeah, my legs are definitely way more muscular than they were when I started. Allison's like, your legs were atrophied. Now they're big and beefy. And I have days now I'm regularly hitting 20,000 steps. I feel like I can walk. Right now, my right foot split a little bit on the back. So because of that, it's going to be a little bit harder to walk today. And I forgot, usually I like to spray New Skin, which is like a spray that you put over wounds to cover it up. Forgot to do that. It's all good. Is that the track? Yeah, let's go to the track. Let's do that. Okay, got a little bit of a signal. All right, I think I'm back. This is the way. Yeah, I can. Okay. I don't know if it's just my service is going in and out again, or I usually can walk through over here and it's usually pretty okay. We'll take one loop around the park while they're playing soccer. Oh, and thanks, Petro. Hey, Reed. I love just asking AI to come up with a thumbnail to kind of represent the evening, and it kind of spits out pretty cool thumbnails. So that's what I've just been doing on the channel the last 4 or 5. Oh. You're welcome. Oops. Oh no, I kicked the soccer ball and I lost my stabilizer. Okay, stabilizer's acting real funny tonight. Yeah, I don't know if it's my service or what it is. And then now the stabilizer. I should have grabbed the other stabilizer. Okay. Okay, I think that's okay now. Yeah, I think we're okay. It is what it is. That's the thing with YouTube. Anything you do, it costs a lot of money to keep up with all the tech and stuff you gotta buy. It's never a cheap thing. Hey, David. People are enjoying the soccer game, playing soccer on a late evening. I love seeing people out and about having fun. Was it 10:30 at night at the soccer field? It's pretty awesome. Someone local was telling me they play softball at McCarran Park on Tuesday, so we'll have to see if we can see them. Yeah, I know. I don't know why the stabilizer keeps failing on me. And I don't think this is the one that got wet. Maybe these things aren't designed to be used for 2 hours a day, every day for 2 months straight. I'm not sure. I just hope it's not something I have to buy a new one every month. If it is, then I gotta find a different stabilizer that's cheaper. And it's also, every time I reset, it seems to be off just a little bit. Slightly off. Okay, that looks better. Nope, but then I lose my signal when I try to fix it. Okay, there we go. Okay, now it feels off though. Okay. All right, so yeah, it's just tonight I'm walking, trying to enjoy the evening, and I don't know where I want to go. I was trying to get Sean to live stream, connect with me, but I think he was uncomfortable. It's all right, I'm gonna get someone to live stream me eventually. I want to see some collections or something. I actually just don't know how to do it either. I don't know how bad or how good it's going to be. It might be absolutely hideous. Because last night I watched it back and I heard it was really bad. It was like the robot sound. Yeah. That's exactly right. Maybe I want to walk over on this part of Greenpoint for a while. I'm not sure where I want to go tonight. I'm kind of bored of all the same places that we always go to. Same places every night. I wanted to do a daytime walk today, but I was too tired this morning. I was going to try to go to sleep earlier, and then I just couldn't. Yeah, it was just something with the, when I was trying to connect with people, I was doing some kind of weird audio thing. So you're afraid of live streaming, huh? I got it, Sean. It's all good. I don't want to put anyone in any kind of situation that they're uncomfortable with. Yeah, we're just enjoying the soccer and the track while we're walking. Although the signal keeps going in and out. It's horrible over here. Horrible. All right, I gotta find somewhere else to walk with a better signal. I don't know where to walk though. Let's go over this way. I need a nice rainy night. I kind of missed the 3 days when it was super rainy. It was like miserable at the time, but I kind of miss it. I want just a big rainy night. I want to walk around in the rain. That's why I keep looking for a rainy nights, but I keep missing them. I was kind of bummed out because I was sleeping through the last rainstorm. Yeah. Hey, Gary. I know, my signal has been acting up the last few days. I don't know if it's just the neighborhood or my service, or maybe I'm just using the service too much. I am streaming, 1080p, 60 frames a second, so that's like, I'm at 12 kilobytes, so I don't know what that is. 0.12 gigabytes, something like that. Oh yeah, I have T-Mobile too, so maybe just T-Mobile's been having problems. That would make sense then. If you guys have T-Mobile and T-Mobile's been acting up, then maybe it's just T-Mobile itself and not nothing to do with my service or anything in general. It might just be T-Mobile altogether because it keeps going in and out. It's kind of obnoxious. Okay. We just started watching on Netflix The Days. It's about the tsunami and nuclear disaster in 2011 in Japan. First episode is pretty good. We're gonna see how the drama goes after the first day, because the first day was the major disaster day. Yeah, if I could, I'd be going 4K if I could, because I want the best picture possible. Yeah. I looked into getting like a signal booster, but they're like, keep away at least 1 foot from any person. So I'm thinking, all right, so I could get a real good signal, but I'll get some cancer with it. So I figure that's not good. I'm 2 or 3 episodes into Sweet Tooth. I find this season is slower and not as interesting as the first season. First season of Sweet Tooth I really enjoyed. Second season, I'm just, you know what it is? Gus by himself with the other kids kind of bores me. I kind of liked it more when he was interacting with the big guy. But I have to continue it. I've been watching it really slowly because it hasn't really been gripping me yet to the point where I need to binge it. So it's kind of been like after we watch a few other things, if we have nothing else, we'll go to Sweet Tooth. Hey, Mr. Brightside. All right, we're going this way. We're going a little bit different. I need to change it up today. Yeah, no, I don't need the booster giving me cancer, that's for sure. But it would be nice to have something with a little bit of a better signal or a little bit stronger signal or something, just so I don't disconnect as much. Like right now, it's probably jumping around. I'm getting really low connection. Like low bars, about half the connection. Now it's dying out. So you probably hear me, but the picture's probably jumbled all over the place. Then it goes back up. Now we're back to a decent signal. My arms must be growing strength because I hold this thing 3 or 4 pounds up for 2 hours every night too. Oh, they did. I did not know there was a heart. I don't know if I actually see the hearts because I'm on the way I look at it. I don't see what is going on, but I wonder if that actually helps the stream. Everyone spam those hearts like crazy. Let's see if that actually helps the stream grow a little bit. That would be kind of cool actually. I need to catch up Fear Walking Dead. I only watched the first 2 seasons and I kind of lost interest. But I've enjoyed the main show, so I kind of want to catch up on Fear the Walking Dead. My Ethernet, I have Time Warner, and Time Warner sucks. Is there going to be a new Black Summer season, Sean? I don't know if I end up finishing the last season. I think I had like 2 more episodes to watch. Oh, I'm all the way over here. I didn't even know where the heck I was. I'm just right at Bedford. That's too funny. All right, let's walk this way through the park. Actually, no, that way sucks. Let's go over 1 block this way. I forgot that part of the block always disconnects me. Yeah, spam those hearts. We're at 30 people. Let's see if we can spam those hearts to 40 people. Tina's probably hit the button a billion times. So what does it do? Does it just make a little hearts go up the side? Hey, Phil. The original Walking Dead series, the last season was a really good season. It had a couple of weak seasons in there. But overall, I've enjoyed the story arc. I'm looking forward to the sequel shows. What was it? Another spinoff? I don't even know what the third spinoff would be. Almost like Whatnot. Oh, with the hearts. Yeah, maybe YouTube will just add it so I can start selling stuff too. You guys want to buy some street litter, street candy? Let's go find some fresh street candy. We can sell it. We have 1 wrapper on the street here. This wrapper here, I'll start it at 10 cents. All right, stabilizer didn't like my joke. Oh my god, the stabilizer, everything. Fail night. Fail night. There you go. Oh yeah, I don't know that series. I do, I think the series that's based on the video game might end up being pretty good though. I don't know if they're working on that or not. But the one with Clementine, I think the Clementine one, but unless that's the one you're talking about, did they do the Clementine? I don't even know. Oh yeah, The World Beyond was the just like the shorts, wasn't it? Wasn't it like 5-10 minute episodes? Yeah, Fear the Walking Dead, I feel like I got, especially because I like Morgan, and I never saw when Morgan got there. So I feel like Fear the Walking Dead I have to catch up on. I've missed Whatnot 2 weeks in a row. I'll eventually get back on Whatnot, but I'm not jumping the gun there because my contract ended, so I don't really have to do Whatnot. And honestly, packaging up stuff just wears me out. Rather kind of just walk and talk and hang out and have, like, I get all the fun of hanging out with you guys without having to sell stuff to you. Buy this stuff, buy it over and over. All right, I don't know, why is this stabilizer's acting funny, funky? Yeah, I haven't really found anything that I must own lately. But I've just cut back because I just don't have enough money coming in. Or I haven't been selling on Whatnot. When I was selling on Whatnot, I would then spend it all that I made on Whatnot. So when I was selling a lot on Whatnot, I bought a lot on Whatnot. But now I'm not selling anything on Whatnot. I'm kind of cutting back. I'd rather spend a few $100 here or there in person. That way I'm a lot more selective too. I can think, wow, I can't carry all this. Okay, I can't buy 5,000 things. Whereas Whatnot, you just keep buying and you don't even realize it. There, we got some music in the background. I give it a 4 out of 10 stars. Yeah, no, it's hard. Tina, the only way I could think of is if you started trying to do more like garage sales or flea markets or something on the weekends, but you work on the weekends, so you can't really do that. You just need something else that gives you all the satisfaction of hunting for fun stuff without the ease and expense of doing Whatnot. Jason, that's true. Whatnot, you do find yourself, you know, especially when you're in a room where the person takes like 5 minutes to auction an item, you end up spending like 4 hours in there to see 10 comics. Whatnot only really works for me is if it's a vendor that's selling a lot of stuff I want and I can just like buy like that. Then it's cool. But yeah, it does. Whatnot takes up a ton of time. Yeah, I still do. Like tonight, while I was watching the show, I tried to win a few giveaways. Didn't win anything. Hard drugs. No, I think hard drugs is not quite as good as Whatnot. I mean, I think that'd be worse for you. But, you know, going to dig some dollar bin digging definitely takes up for Whatnot selling. I also end up having everything I wanted for the most part. So when I go into KRS now, I'm like, wait, I have all that stuff. I don't need to buy more from them. Nah, if you buy comics, you can at least get value back out of the comics. Comics aren't like completely worthless. Hard drugs, you have a fun little mini trip and then, yeah, a chance of killing yourself. And you have nothing to show other than needing some medical help. I think I found the last few times I sold and Whatnot, it felt a lot slower, and they just added a thing too where you have to pay to promote your stream. So I don't even think you can sell on there anymore unless you're really pushing your own audience to that. And so at that point, I'd rather sell somewhere else, I think, if I'm spamming people. I can use ChatGPT on how to write it using ChatGPT. I'm sure ChatGPT would come up with some great stories based on other people's stories. Oh, why my stabilizer? This thing just keeps quitting on me after walking for a minute or two each time. Okay. Go. Stabilize. Oh wait, nope, it locked up. Okay, why? Okay, I don't know. Why are you doing that? Okay. Yeah. On YouTube. Yeah, just have a nice stroll, hanging out with people. Have a good night. Just God, the light. It's fun how people are always curious what I'm doing. I get into random conversations all the time. I don't think signs will be up for the garage sales yet. Tomorrow we'll have to look. Tonight I'm just gonna walk into Greenpoint a little bit, I think. I'm sure they're out there, David. AI, you hook up some chat GPT with some of the AIs that can create pornographic imagery. I'm sure you could get one somewhere. They're out there in the universe. Okay. Hey, Marlana. I mean, if it's relatively inexpensive, David, it's maybe fun to try. I mean, there's plenty of things we spend 10, 20 bucks on that, end up sucking. So who knows? Maybe it'll be amazing. Oh, just some random guy in a car. He's like, what are you doing on Twitch? You live streaming? I'm like, yep, just walking around. Just some random guy in a car. Sean, did you find anything at Action City Comics, or? Because I found a few things yesterday, but it was stuff I knew was there that I've been eyeing for the last 2 or 3 weeks, I think. What am I on? NASA? Well, who knows? Maybe in 10 years you can get a full operating robot that you could date. You can set all the parameters. It's the future. It's going to get to a point where everything will be so many different things you can get that's all AI based. That's our future coming up. I was thinking, well, I want a... So I've been enjoying the AI prompt images of collections and like collections from other dimensions or just weird like comic collections and stuff. What I really want is like a really crazy, super sophisticated AI that could make a virtual reality space filled with that stuff that you can wear like virtual reality glasses and actually pick up objects and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, well, but the way population growths are going and stuff, there might be a lot of people that need it. They're going to need it in, in like Russia and the Ukraine. You're going to need a lot of male bots, since the male populations are going to be a bit decimated for a while. I don't even know where I want to go tonight. I'm just wandering. But yeah, I would love a virtual reality world created by AI that I can go in and actually pick up objects and look at them and experience like a weird room of collectibles from another dimension. I think that'd be so freaking cool. Yeah, I don't think he's really done too much. I really, Action City, I really dug through him like 3 or 4 weeks or a month ago. Stoop sale. Oh, here we go. Let's see what we got. We got books, supplies, craft, vintage. All right, it's at 31 minutes and 30 seconds. Someone right after that there's a stoop sale on June 4th, and I'll check the video. I'll add that. I didn't think I would see any stoop sale signs, but we found one. That's actually pretty promising. Yeah. It's gonna be like in 10 years it's gonna be like Demolition Man, where you hook up a device to your head. You'll be like Sylvester Stallone, like, what the fuck is this? Maybe that is a good sign, Jason. Maybe they'll have secret graphic novel and comic piles. That'd be awesome. Oh, this is the Lee's Brooklyn. Oh, I forgot where this was. I found it again. Ooh, they got a Harley book. What's that, Amanda Connor? The Art of Harley Quinn? All right, someone mentioned at the $32.29. I want to see how much they have the Art of Harley Quinn book for. If it's like Amazon price or less, I'll come back and buy it. Oh, and they have like a little creepy doll book. And what's that? That's Gil Elfgren, Fun Fantasy. Oh, yeah, we'll have to come back here. Their comics are overpriced, but I never really looked at the graphic novels. I'll have to double check that out. Man, I love a good bookstore. This is why I need to get into Manhattan. I need to be walking around Manhattan looking for stuff. I feel like in Manhattan I'd find a lot more little bookstores and comic shops and stuff. I think I'll go a couple more blocks, then I'm going to loop around. Loop around. Was there a Rubik's Cube there? I don't think I saw a Rubik's Cube. Got very, very faint signal over here. Not sure where I want to walk because I don't know where the signal is good in this neighborhood. It must be funny when you rewatch these videos. Whenever I cut out, it looks like I teleport. All right, thanks for hanging out, Jason. Sleep well. I'll see you soon. I'm really not even sure where my walk is going. I'm just walking until I hit my hour and a half of walking. So I got my 10,000 steps. But I really don't know where I'm going. Just looking through the sky. Maybe I'll see something interesting while walking. Oh, really, Gary? That's awesome. That is super awesome. It's really exciting, the amount of people that are starting to walk because of my channel. Or just, or if you're already walking, you just want to participate with me while I'm walking. I'd love it. I think it's awesome. And like a night tonight, I feel a little bit lost. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, but I decided I needed to get out and walk. I enjoy the walk because it's so healthy and I feel stronger doing it, but I also just enjoy hanging out with everyone. Even if I don't really have much to talk about tonight. The thing is, I haven't been awake, so I haven't experienced enough life in the last 24 hours. I think what happened was, let's see, I streamed last night. We ended not too late. I think it was maybe around midnight we ended. And then, and yesterday I think was my most viewed day on the channel, which is great. I should be really motivated by that. And then I played Entropia Universe all night, and my loot was really good last night, so I didn't want to stop. So I played that for like 6 hours. And then I forget. I tried to do a little bit of work, but I had all the supplies arrive at the shop, and I forgot to bring them over to the office last night, or right while Allison was closing. Yeah, it's one different. When you walk for work, it's a little bit different than just walking for your own sanity. Walking for your own sanity helps you just clear your brain out. Although for me, it also kind of stresses me out. That's why I kind of like walking and talking. But yeah, taking a nice walk is awesome. Always nice to walk. It's more fun though when I'm actually looking for things like comics and stuff. When I have a little mission, it makes it like 10 times more fun. All right, I'm trying to think where I want to loop around. I was looking at the toy store over on Greenpoint Ave, and the few figures I wanted were like $300 each. I don't think I can actually go. Yeah, it's more of a little like neighborhood and not as many businesses, but so it is a little bit darker over here. But it's very calm and peaceful. Feels nice over here actually. Probably disturbing the neighbors walking by them. Yeah, I gotta go. That's the thing. My sleep schedule right now is during the day, and I was kind of going to. I mean, I really wanted to do a daytime comic hunt, but I realized last night I wasn't going to be able to go to sleep till like 10 in the morning, so I couldn't do it yesterday. Kind of bumps me out a little bit, but hopefully I switch over in the next week or so, and I'm back to the daytime because I would love to do a few more awesome New York City comic hunts. Last week when we went to when we went to the Ghostbusters house, then to Midtown Comics was super fun. I needed to do a lot more stuff like that. Or I need to set up to do like a, like a 5-hour walk and go to a bunch of comic shops and then edit the long walk video into shorter video. I love the sound of birdies. What a beautiful bird. I know, Salty does. Salty, look on Instagram. I captured a picture of a street candy pirate last night. He's all dressed up in his finest jacket. He looked like a little hipster. Yeah, I usually don't walk around this part of the neighborhood. At least the signal's been pretty strong over here, though, which is good. Beautiful night too. It's like 67 degrees, I think. So it's gorgeous out today. I know, I'm hoping that I'm able to do the con live. I'm not 100% sure how good the signal will be. It might be terrible. And if I can't do the con live, then I'll just have to do my normal filmed ones. What is that? Tina, what is that emoji? It looks like a chocolate heart or something. I can't really figure out the emoji that Tina wrote. I'm looking for more yard sale signs. Those are old yard sale signs. My friend James was saying somewhere over here there's a cool little park or something. I don't know exactly where he said it was though. It'd be kind of cool. Let's actually walk down McGinnis for a few blocks. See if we can find like a cool little park or not. Yeah, that bird was awesome. Oh, it's a turkey. Oh, it's a night turkey. I got it now. It's a night turkey. I get it. It's the moon turkey. singing its beautiful song. All right, now we get to see the stereotypical New York City construction. I think by law, these barriers always have to be green. So it's so very New York City looking when you walk by them. We got a gas station for the few people that actually drive. That's something you don't really see in New York City. Gas stations. Oh, I think one of these days when it's cloudy, we gotta walk over to that bridge that makes the colorful clouds too. See it in person. So this is a major like thoroughfare road, I think. And I believe at the end of it is actually a bridge into Queens. So actually, oh, and there's the KFC. Get your chicken. I think we were over here a few weeks ago looking for garage sales because I remember walking by the KFC. All right, I'm going to loop around now, I think. Loop around. Go down another little side street. Enjoy it. Hope you guys are enjoying just me randomly walking down these little side streets. Allison, you guys going to sleep? Yeah, gas stations are just not something you see in the city. Sleep good, Allison. Sleep good, cool kid. You guys are heading out to the sleepy land. Oh, we're hitting a bad signals again. It's cool. Chilling and watching. I gotta find a signal. We're getting very weak signals on this street. Maybe I need to loop around. We are Leonard. Okay, now we got a little bit of a signal. I do appreciate all the hearts you guys keep hitting. I didn't know that was a new thing. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are just chilling and watching. I enjoy that. Yeah, tonight when I was thinking about walking, I almost didn't walk, but I was like, I need to walk. But now I was thinking, I don't want to repeat myself. Oh, okay, we got the Empire State Building. Empire State Building, I think. No, that's the other tower. Not the Empire State Building. The other one that looks like the Avengers Tower. I wonder what's over here I want to look at. Not sure. I think we're just going to walk this way.
Yeah, exactly. They haven't talked about it. They probably don't do it. Exactly.
Oh, I hear the subway coming by. Sound of the subway. It just came down. I don't know if you could hear it, but the subway just came by. It blocks the text? What do you mean it blocks the text? Or sometimes you write something and it won't let you post, like it's censoring it or something? I'm not sure. I don't know how all these things work. This way. No, I don't want Which street is this? Cool. Yeah, I like it when you hear the sounds in New York City that I can share that. Man, the signal is so weak over here. I think you can hear me, but the picture must be so choppy. Signal over here. Man, the signal is so weak over here. Okay. I can picture it, how you explain it, but I'm not exactly sure how you see it. Maybe the picture's blocking the text a little bit.
If I'm gonna pay double dollar digits.
Yeah, you know, some people want her to pay double dollar digits. That's for sure. We just walked by the precinct, so there's probably a lot of cops around there. Yeah, we're right by the precinct, so there's a lot of cops. Oh, favorite TV shows. Why? I mean, I loved my Saturday morning cartoons. It was like, it's probably hard to get me up during the week, but every Saturday I was up at 6 a.m. I couldn't miss that. I love the cartoons, you know, G.I. Joe, Transformers, Gem, She-Ra, He-Man, Thundercats, Voltron. Man, I loved all those cartoons. I watched all the Hanna-Barbera reruns, Flintstones. I watched Gilligan's Island, Bob Ross. I watched, whatchamacallit? What's happening? I watch, I don't know, I watched everything. I mean, like as a kid, when we were kids, there wasn't that much to watch, so you watch what you could get. If TV was on, it was good, it was something to watch. Oh, the emojis cover the text. Okay, I get it. That makes sense then. That makes sense. Oh man, I lost the audience. See, when we cut out, I lost all you guys. Oh man, I hate when this thing cuts out so much. It's okay. I'm gonna keep walking and enjoying this beautiful night. I guess soft talking. Oh, there's everyone. Everyone's coming back in. And actually, I think it helps the algorithm when everyone pops out and pops back in when it disconnects, because I've actually seen some big spikes sometimes. Thunderbirds, sweet. I do like Thunderbirds. Thunderbirds is pretty cool too. I really like just puppets and miniatures and stuff. Missing cat. Trying to think. I mean, I have a TV series. I like the Logan's Run TV series. I watched on reruns. Oh, hey Lars. I really enjoyed the V series when it was on TV. That was one of my favorites. I really enjoyed. I'm trying to think of what TV series though that just really shaped my interest in the 80s. Team America. Team America was pretty funny. I watched Spider-Man and the Super Friends was pretty fun. I like that cartoon. And I liked here's the beautiful street we always walk down. Absolutely love that street. Such a great street. All right, what's this? Stop sale today. Meserole and Dobbin. 521. Missed it. We missed it. I don't understand leaving your signs up. Why don't you take them down? People are lazy. They put up signs and then they just leave them. Litter. Of course they did. It was supposed to be a parody of Thunderbirds mixed with, you know, politics at the time with North Korea and whatnot. I feel like we have a ton of really cool shows and movies inbound in the next month. Really looking forward to The Flash, Spider-Man movie. I think, when does the Secret Invasion start? I think Secret Invasion starts at the end of the month. Oh. Alright, the stream is good here. This block always has a really good connection. So it's going a lot stronger right now. Thunderbirds. No, I don't remember watching a ton of Thunderbirds. Because Thunderbirds was not on mainstream reruns. I think I remember watching it on cable. I didn't have cable all the time as a kid. But every time I got cable, I do remember watching it and thinking how cool it was. The little teeny miniature sets and stuff. I think I had 2 or 3 of the Funko Pops too. I was like one of the few people that actually wanted the Funko Pops. I think I actually have some of the little die-cast toys too of the spaceships. Super cool. I love old school sci-fi stuff like that. I think I want to loop around for a few blocks. Let's do a couple of block loops. I just need to get my hour and a half of walking done. Loop this way. And then I think just tonight I'm going to relax and sort comics. And then hopefully I can start looping around my sleep schedule to the point where I can do some daytime streams. Because I really want to get back into the city and do a really cool stream. Want to do it. That would be fun. Space 1999 I never actually watched. That's a series I kind of missed out on. Space 1999. I'm a little bit too young for that. Because I was born in 76 and I don't remember it being on reruns. Oh, Alien. Yeah, Alien. That was... I mean, I was probably about 10 when I saw Aliens, but by the time I was 10 I really liked stuff like that. Aliens was such a fun action movie. I remember I would have sleepovers with friends and we would go to the movie store and pick out like a scary movie like Chud or Nightmare on Elm Street. That kind of stuff. And that's probably when I was like 10, 11 years old. Alright, let's cross over this way. Here's someone vacuuming or something. Get a little music going on. No, aliens are terrifying. You know what terrified me? When I was younger, I saw like an In Search Of episode or something on alien abduction. Holy crap, that terrified me as a kid. I think it would, even to this day, I still get a little terrified by it. Maybe that's why my sleep is all messed up. But I remember there were like, I had to have my lights on every night. I couldn't sleep with my lights off anymore. Terrified of that shit when I was a kid. Trying to think, growing in the 80s too, there's a lot of weird things that everyone did. People like anchovies on pizza. That was a thing because of like several movies mentioning it. I think every kid worried about getting anchovies on their pizza. It's funny how that was just like a regular thing. I don't think anyone thinks about that anymore. Like, who puts anchovies on pizza anymore? I don't think that's been done in 20 years. Music, I'm gonna give that music 4 out of 10 because I can barely hear it. But just in case, I'm gonna review it. 4 out of 10 music. Oh, they're having a little like club night on top of that building or something. Yeah, the Aliens movies are still good. The special effects are a little bit dated, but they're still very enjoyable and well cinema. You know, the cinematography is still really good. So there's a huge national debate over Dynasty. What was the debate, Lars? Sleestack. Oh, is that why you like the Sleestack so much now, Tina? Sleestacks are pretty cool. They didn't scare me. I just thought they were neat monster creatures. But I didn't watch that show when I was really little. I watched it more when I was like maybe 8 or 9 years old. Furry fish. Well, I don't know what's a furry fish. That sounds kind of gross, actually. Oh, Sleestacks was a Land of the Lost show that was in the 70s. That had Sleestacks were these like lizard people that lived in the caves and whatnot. They made like when you hear the noise, you know they have their Sleestack noise. Yeah, but they look really cool. I love their Funko Pops and Mystery Mini. And there's like a really cool golden Sleestack Funko Pop. Yeah, Allison likes the Sleestacks too. When she sees Sleestacks, she gets good memories of it too. It's a fun show. For the 70s, it was actually a really cool show. I think they tried to do a remake with Will Ferrell, didn't they? And that was not that good. Yeah, we're not all antiques in this room. Some of us are younger. Oh, was he a Sleestack? You just in one of the suits? That's interesting. I did not know that. Yeah, I remember Land of the Lost was like a right between the cartoons and the late afternoon movies type show. I think I would watch it at like 11:30. I think we're all antiques, Tina. It's a joke. It's a joke. We'll be young at heart forever. But yeah, not all of us are, I don't know. We are back. Stupid disconnect. Yeah, I think the actual technical term of antique is something over 100 years, whereas over 20 years is vintage. So Tina, we're technically vintage. But people, you know, Pokemon now is technically vintage. Britney Spears is vintage now. It's just crazy to me. All this stuff I think as like modern stuff is vintage. Backstreet Boys is vintage. Yeah, I like a good fine antique. Antiques that rock. And don't watch the remake of Land of the Lost. It was pretty awful. Pretty awful. Man, that street is always so loud. There's like a big compressor or something for the hotel. Super loud. That's funny, Phil. But you're an antique. The antiques are cool. I like just old stuff that show their age, that just looks something different, handcrafted, crafted in different ways. And they made really weird noises too. Like when you hear the Sleestack noise, like it's like a like I can't even do it. It's been a while since I heard it. go this way. I wish there was a much easier way for me to show pictures on here, because I have to actually, for me to show pictures, I have to put a lot of work in setting it up, and it just feels too complicated. I wish there was just like a share photo type thing, so I could share photos while walking. It would make it a lot nicer to share different things. Whew. Tired today. My brain is definitely out of it today. I can tell, because I don't have much to talk about. I think there's a restaurant there. It smells actually kind of good over here. It smells like something tasty is being made. It's fun. I'm gonna take you guys on the 4th of July. I'm gonna take you guys live. We're gonna watch the fireworks together. Hopefully the neighborhood is not too crazy with the amount of cell phones that'll be in the neighborhood, because it'll be wall-to-wall people here. But yeah, we'll check out the fireworks. Hi, sweet. Thank you, Marlana. I'm happy. I almost didn't do the walk tonight, but I was like, you know, I gotta do the walk. I'd miss it. Yeah, see, this is the hey Josh, this is the hotel with the roof garden, but they close it at night. Every once in a while it'll be open later. Okay, I think I'm gonna loop around again, because I think the signal cuts out over there. Trying to avoid the cutouts tonight. I gotta sort of plan out some really fun walks, because I really need to push the channel to get to that 1,000 subscribers. I'm really not sure what kind of walking videos would really get people to come out though. Like, I need to figure out a way to have the algorithm push to new viewers. The new viewer push, I gotta figure that out somehow. That I don't know though. What do you guys think would be a good type of walking video that would really be popular? What I can say is the new comic book day videos seem to do really well, because it pushes it out to my comic videos. So those actually get residual views that just keep going afterwards. So the comic book day walk videos are really good, but I'm trying to figure out what other type of videos I can do while walking that would be pretty popular. Something that I gotta explore and look into. Pizza truck. We're walking by the Brooklyn Brew right now. Oh, and this is the bar with the axes. I don't understand having a bar based on throwing axes. That sounds like a recipe for disaster. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. If once this channel is big enough that I have a budget, then I can go all over. I just can't really afford to travel very much. All of it takes, but there's a lot, like Action Kid, he travels all over the world, but all his videos get like tens of thousands of views. So he probably makes like $500 a day. If I was making $500 a day, I could go comic hunting all over the world. That would be awesome. That would be a dream come true, honestly. Then I could probably move to somewhere where I could afford a big giant studio space for my collection. Then I could really enjoy my collection too. Oh, is it done? The series is over? Excuse me? Excuse me? Yeah, it's always sad when a series ends.
No, dude, it's on the 4th.
I never actually watched Ted Lasso. I'll have to check it out. If it's that good, if it made you emotional, I'll definitely have to add it to my list of things to check out. Why does this keep going sideways? Oh, yeah, no, he probably was walking in a similar area, but that's very interesting that the algorithm is now promoting other walking channels. That's kind of what I'm hoping. I'm hoping my channel gets to the point where it gets pushed out to some of those really big walking channels, because some of the walking channels are much bigger than like pop and comic channels. There's a much higher ceiling for walking channels than there are for pop and comic channels. I'll have to check out Ted Lasso then. I'll add it to my list of things I need to watch and read. It's getting really large. I need more time in my day. I need the walking channel to go really big so that all I do every day is I walk for 2 hours, have a fun time with you guys, and then the rest of my day is free to do whatever the heck I want. That'd be a dream come true. That'd be crazy. I'm determined to get my steps in, though. My feet are kind of tired today, but I'm determined. We're at 1 hour and 8 minutes, so I probably need about 30 more minutes of walking. So we'll do it. We'll get our walk in. Got some music. Sounds cool. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 music. I actually never finished Breaking Bad. I enjoyed it, but it gave me so much anxiety that I just got to the point where I just couldn't watch it anymore. Hey, Alex. Oh, thank you. I'm happy you enjoy the walks. That makes me really happy. I love it. Thank you, Dina. Yeah, tonight I wasn't 100% sure if I'd do the walk, but just something said, go do it. Just do it. Just do it. Because I really, honestly, I want this channel to hit that 1,000 subs, 4,000 watch hours, and I just got to keep working at it. And today's officially the 2nd month. I started April 1st. Some people thought it was an April Fool's joke, but no, it was Sean starting a walking channel. And I've enjoyed it. 2 months of walking has been amazing. I think we only missed a couple days. Many days we did double walks, which is super cool. And I'm having so much fun. Now I want to get to that point where it is monetized, so there's a little bit of revenue coming in so that I can start doing a little bit more interesting walks. I want to walk farther. I want to walk more places. I want to travel around and walk. It's just something that I want to, honestly, I just want to, overall, I want to go hunting for comics all over the world. That's what I want. I want this channel to go so big that I can be like, all right, I'm going to Calgary tomorrow, and we just go and we walk around Canada for a couple days. Honestly, as long as you guys are okay with me just chatting about nothing. I think one person said that I should just do, they like when I tell stories, but sometimes I don't have stories to tell. Sometimes I'm just walking. And sometimes I have great stories to tell. Sometimes I have something that just happened to me that I want to talk about. But honestly, I walked last night and then I played video games for 6 hours. You guys want to hear my video game stories? Let's see, I had, I think 1,200 ped on my ped card in Entropia. And I decided, you know what, I'm just going to do a big long hunt. So I repaired my axe. I put 1,200 ped, which is about $120 worth of repair, $120 US. I repaired it, had fantastic loot. I hit a 800 ped global Hall of Fame. I think I ended up with about 2,000 ped worth of loot afterwards. Sold it. And then I did a second hunt, and I about broke even on the second hunt. Skilled up my avatar a lot. And then this morning, or when I woke up, I played for another hour and had another fantastic 2,000 ped hunt. So in Entropia, what I do is Entropia is like a wave of luck. It's like this. So when loot is really good, I try to spam it as much as I can. And then when loot goes down, I try to do other things. And and then whenever I'm up on up, I invest in things that have residual value. Now, Lars, the time I do the walks is, I don't know. That's the thing. That's my life. I sleep on different schedules. So I never really know when I can do them. So it's really hard for me to plan out exact time, so that I can't do. But in rats, well, it depends on the night. Lars, it will depend on the night. I'll only do rats when retro is here. Come on, connection. Come on, connection. Okay. We are back. Man, the connection was sucking over here. But yeah, Lars, I can't promise anything about what time I stream. I just stream when I'm available. And I woke up at 10 o'clock, at 6 o'clock tonight. I worked in the store for an hour, so I couldn't really get myself to do a walk till about 10. I don't want to go later than 10. I just don't want to walk in the middle of the night because it's absolutely nothing here. So yeah, I walk when I can. I can't really set a schedule. I'm not a schedule person. And right now, I actually need to work in the store. I have a Funko Pop collection that someone traded in last week. I'm able to get to because I've been sleeping during the day. But he just wants store credit and there's no rush. And I figured out the comics that he traded in and gave him the payment for that. But the Pops, he just wants store credit. And then, and then rats. It's part of my neighborhood. I tell the story of my neighborhood. So I can't, if I'm dealing with it, you're going to deal with it. I'll try not to hunt them too much. So only when retro is here. Because retro likes them. Although David still needs to see some live action rat stuff. So for David, I still have to find them. But once we find them for David, we could be good. And luckily, a night like tonight is not street candy night. So there's really not that much out. And yeah, we can put up warnings when we're doing the rat hunts. Definitely we can put the warnings up. Okay, let's see. Alex said, what was the scariest things that happened to me when you were a kid or a teen? Scariest. Okay. I remember one time I was with my dad in Asbury Park, and we were in one of those fun houses, and it was one of those ones where it was pitch black and had like a maze, and I got disconnected from my dad, and I became absolutely terrified because I couldn't figure out how to get out, so I started crying and screaming. I remember that terrified me. I think 1 or 2 times dogs yelled at me. That kind of scared me. All right, David, I appreciate that. Yeah, but yeah, I know you want to see it. Thank you, Lars. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate all your interesting comments, and you let me know about cool things that I don't know about. I like hearing opinions from someone in Europe. So it's like your life experience is similar but different than mine, and that's awesome. It's really cool just meeting different types of people on here and just chatting and all that kind of stuff. And then let's see, one time we were in Florida. I guess my sister and I were playing in the little mini arcade in the hotel, and she kept putting a quarter in and the quarter wasn't working, so I'd hit the button and I kept taking her quarters, and she was getting really mad at me. So she said, she cursed at me. She's like, "Fuck you, Sean," or something like that. And then a lady was coming right out of the laundry room just as she said it, and she's like, "What did you say?" And so like my sister, I got like terrified. So we started running, but I didn't hold the door for my sister. My sister got smacked in the head with the door handle, and it put a big gash in her head. And that kind of terrified me. I didn't want her to be badly injured. But yeah, she ended up with a bunch of stitches. Stupid. That just taught me that being so sensitive around curse words is ridiculous. Like if my son curses, I tell him there's a time and a place for cursing. I don't want to hear him cursing all the time, but I don't like absolutely get like pissed off at him if he curses or something. And cursing is just a thing that's what we do. It's humanity. Sometimes you need a good curse. If like you stub your toe, what are you going to say? "Oh golly gee, that really hurt." Right? No, it's like, "Oh motherfucker. Oh my fucking God, I can't believe I just stubbed my toe." Like sometimes you need the scream out that curse. I feel like some people are just way too, like, they'll literally focus so much on the curse and not the situation where the person that made them curse. It's ridiculous. Trying to think of other really scary. I mean, there was never like I survived a plane crash kind of scary moment. Never one of those. Yeah, I can't really think of any other really like terrifying moments of my childhood. I feel like for the most part, I didn't like. We never got in a bit. I think one time there was a small fender bender my dad got into, but it was like really small. So, one time I was, I don't know where we were going, but we were heading out somewhere as a family. My dad had a green 2-door car. I forget what kind of car, but it's basically you would get into so the seat would fold forward. You would get into the car, get into the back seat, and then you'd fold back. So for some reason, I didn't have my shoes on. I've always been the type of person who hates, Man in Black hates wearing shoes. And I got in the back of the seat and I had my toe right on the chair mechanism, not even thinking about it. My dad flipped the seat back and it caught my toe in it and it like crushed it. And so that was terrifying. I was screaming like crazy. My toe was all black and blue. That was a crazy moment. Yeah, I mean, kids do it all the time. But yeah, you know what? No, my sister and I were like best friends as kids. We played all the time. So I don't think she was mad at me at the time. My parents were pissed off at me though, because I was the older brother and it was my fault that she got hit by the door. So like my parents were really mad. But I think my sister was okay with it. Like not okay with it, but she wasn't mad at me, I don't think. And then, yeah, that guy, I was like, why is he running? Like, he starts speeding up. I was getting ready to kung fu fight him if he was aiming at me or something. But yeah. I'm one to not get mad at my son. I just ask him if he's cursing too much. I don't want to hear it, but I don't like punish him because, I mean, it's ridiculous. People curse. It's what people do. It's like you want your kids to be respectful, but then you're just teaching them to respect authority, but then authority might just shit on you and then you don't stand up for yourself. And you really need to stand up for yourself sometimes, whether you're a child or an adult. You had to eat soup? Oh, soap. Yeah, no, I never had my mouth washed out, no. Yeah, no, my mom, I don't know. My parents were kind of like, you're not supposed to curse. Now my mom is a lot more, I think she wouldn't mind as much now. I think she's grown out of that, like, 1950s, you're not allowed to curse because it's the end of the world kind of thing. Yeah, no, I have such a potty mouth that for YouTube, I try so hard not to have a potty mouth. When I'm walking and talking, though, I curse way more than I should. Because, you know, you could be demonetized if you curse too much. But I feel like sometimes you just need that. It emphasizes exactly your feelings. There's very few words in the English language that within one word you can sum up exactly how you feel. Very few. Trying to think. There was one time when my sister was, I want to say maybe 13 or 14. She was playing at her friend's house down the block, and they were playing wall ball. Do you guys know what wall ball is? It's basically you throw the ball at someone, and then you have to like touch the wall, or no, you have to touch the wall before the wall hits it or something. I forget exactly how you play, but basically you're rushing towards the garage or the wall. So she was rushing, but her friend's garage had these mini windows on it. And so my sister went rushing to get to the garage, but she plowed her arm through the glass. No, I wasn't there at the time. So this is what she said happened. But she plowed through the window and she slashed her arm open real badly. Like real badly. And so she rushed home holding her arm with blood gushing everywhere. And she got to the house and I was there, and I was like, oh my God, I had to, get my mom, and like, she got rushed to the hospital. That terrified me. Just seeing my sister injured like that. That's like, I think I've been more terrified seeing family members get hurt than me. That was so scary. And I remember that was right during the O.J. Simpson case. So I had to scrub all that blood off the sidewalk, and I learned how hard it is to clean blood off the sidewalk. Oh my God. Yeah, no, you kind of need the curse to distinctly get someone's attention. Sometimes if you're in a situation where you need instant reaction, right? I'm sure, I don't know exactly, Lars, but I'm guessing you are correct. All language comes from older languages, basically. And then, trying to think of other moments that were kind of scary. It's always those injury moments. Not like I never broke a bone or anything, but like seeing family members get injured is always kind of scary. Hey Mo, it's going good. Just trying to get my 10,000 steps in for the day. Just chatting a little bit. Getting a few good questions. I like when you guys ask me good questions that really make me think a little bit. Tell a little bit more stories. I'm trying to think though. I can't really think of any moments that were like absolutely terrifying. All I know, the thing that scared me the most was alien abduction as a kid. That's the one thing that did really scare me. It was just an episode of In Search of or something that was talking about alien abduction. I was scared about that for probably about 48 years. I'm trying. My wife was just make a sort of fun of me today. Not making fun of me, but my legs are really muscular now from walking for 2 months every day. I get up to 20,000 steps some days. She's like, yeah, you need it. Your legs are turning at you. Like my legs are getting so skinny, like I was malnourished or something like that. But yeah, no, it's not. You just, if you want to be in shape, it's a workout. I mean, it's a consistent thing. It's not something that happens overnight. You got to work at it. And I've been working at it for 2 months straight now. Really enjoying it though. I do enjoy the walking. It feels nice to actually be able to move my body and not be terrified of moving my body. There was times there like over the winter where I was like, I don't want to walk more than a block or two. I was afraid of just not having the energy. Favorite alien movie. I like trying to remember the name of the movie. It had the guy. Geez, I can't remember the name, but there was a reveal of the alien that was kind of terrifying in the middle of it. The movie wasn't so good, but yeah, Fire the Sky is kind of a scary movie, but that's because it's based on reality, or at least what they're saying is reality to them. So that's more terrifying than like the movie Aliens, because the movie Aliens is just like a fun action movie. I'm trying to think. The Hidden. I don't know if I saw The Hidden. What was the movie? It was a movie. I think it was based on a Stephen King one. It had the guy who played Burger in Sex and the City. He's also in Band of Brothers. It actually had 2 people from Band of Brothers, I think, in it. And basically it was like hunters in the woods, and you see these scenes with like tons of thing. See, no, The Thing is not scary to me because The Thing is, I mean, The Thing is a great movie. Don't get me wrong, but The Thing is not based on reality, so I don't find that one scary. I just find it an awesome movie. In fact, I don't really find many movies scary. I think a movie that's scary because it's kind of thrilling is always better. Rivals, okay. Both of the things are good. John Carter, though, one is my favorite, but the original one's really good too. I mean, that would be terrifying. If I had an actual gray chasing after me, I'd be terrified. I was watching I said this the other night, but I was watching an interview with a guy that's an alien abduction expert, and he was talking about how he was abducted, and he was abducted right in Greenpoint, right next to where I am. So yeah, apparently they abduct him right in the city right now. UFO can come down and abduct me. Terrifying. I'm not really too scared of it these days, but as a kid, I was terrified. Now I kind of like aliens. You give me a cool statue of a gray alien, I think it's kind of neat. I read John Carpenter. I don't even know why I read, like, I didn't see Carter. I just saw Carpenter. But yeah, John Carpenter is one of my favorite directors as a kid. I loved, Escape from New York, The Thing, the first Halloween movies. Trying to think. There's a few others that were my favorites growing up. Oh, They Live. They Live was fantastic. Love They Live. All right, I'm gonna loop around this way. Keep the loop going. We're just looping tonight. We're just walking and looping. I need one of these days. I got it. When I get back to the day schedule, I'm gonna plan some really awesome day walks. Oh yeah, Dreamcatcher. That's it, Leslie. Dreamcatcher. That was the movie. Dreamcatcher had the scariest alien reveal scene. When you finally see the alien, that was kind of terrifying to me. Yeah, Leslie got it. Leslie knew exactly what I was talking about. Leslie, did you know the movie I was talking about, or did you just look up the actors? Like the aliens in, I don't know, like Signs weren't that scary. A lot of times the aliens are just so stereotypical that they don't really terrify me. Yeah, They Live is such a great movie. I love it. That one I can watch over and over. Not over and over, but once every few years I can watch it. Yeah, there's in fact, one of these days I had planned to do it. I haven't done it yet, but there is a laundromat in Greenpoint, so probably about a 10-minute walk from where we are right now, that has a bunch of pinball machines. I actually want to go there one day during the walks and play pinball for 30 minutes. I'm all out of boat. Yeah, my friend Sean does that quote all the time. Love that quote. Such a great scene. I'm here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum. I love that. I have all the action figures that NECA put out a few years of the figures. They're really cool looking. I love pinball. One of my dreams is always to own my own pinball machine, but I've never had the space for it. That's one of my dreams I would like to have. I want to retire. By the time I'm 65, I want to have 2 or 3 pinball machines so I can spend the last 20 years of my life playing pinball every day. That's what I want. Oh, Mars Attacks is a great Tim Burton movie from the 90s. Do love Mars Attacks. Addams Family is great too. Do love Addams Family. Yeah, Stephen King is great. I like all the movies and shows based on his work. I'm trying to read all the text. I love when you guys start talking and giving me questions, and like when the chat is active, it's a lot more fun for me because I have something to talk about. Oh, we still have the koi fish. We need to visit the fishies in the sunlight too, so we can actually see them. That's on the list. We have a list of things to do. Natina, that's a quote from They Live. It's the best quote ever. Invaders from Mars, that's a great movie too. That's one of those ones I liked watching as a kid. I think there's an 80s remake and the original one. Both of them are good. Yeah, I think one of these days I'm just going to take a walk to the pinball place. Try to bring a tripod with me, which I bought a portable tripod. I'm not sure where I put it. Just hook up the stand, and we're just going to play pinball for like half an hour to an hour. Love pinball. I always thought about starting a pinball YouTube channel where I just play pinball too, but I don't have a place for the machines. Oh yeah, we do need to see Franklin the pig. I was still disappointed he wasn't there. We gotta look again. Maybe, I'm not sure. I gotta look up to see when Franklin is at the flower place. Yeah, I forgot about Franklin too. We definitely gotta go check out Franklin. Yeah, Invasion of the Body Snatchers is good. I liked all those fun sci-fi alien type movies as a kid. Like I would rent the VHS tapes like crazy, like all the old 50s movies. Oh Mo, that sucks. I love pinball. I haven't played pinball in a few years. I love pinball though. It's something I always have the desire to play. In college, I used to play pinball in between all my classes for hours. Like the Addams Family, you could, for like 50 cents, I could usually play like a 30-minute game. I love pinball so much. I love pinball. I don't have pinball machine, but I have 5 or 6 really cool pinball books. And I have a couple of those mini like kids pinballs. But I would love to have a real pinball machine. Would love it. Got music. Let's give it a 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10 sidewalk music. Oh, there's a place that flooded? Oh, that sucks. Man, when places get flooded and destroy cool stuff, it's sad. Oh, Elvira's a good machine. I remember playing that a few times. My favorites are Addams Family and Jurassic Park. I think those are the 2 that I played the most. There's others that I enjoyed, but they were just hard to play, so I'd only get to play them for a few minutes. Like Terminator, I really enjoyed, but every time I played Terminator, I'd play for like 4 minutes and then need another quarter. Whereas Jurassic Park, I felt like I could play for half an hour on a quarter or 2. So I like the pinball machines that you could play well and you would play for a long time. And had lots of action. I love New York City too. Oh, that's cool. So Phil, do you know how to fix them, or is it just something where it's like a project you want to work on, but you just never get to it? Because that's the only problem with pinball is you need to be kind of good at electronics to keep them restored and going, because they will break down eventually. We had in our store, we had a Starship Troopers pinball for about 3 weeks. The guy came in when we opened, and he's like, oh yeah, I do pinball in the neighborhood. We split whatever the money makes. So I was like, yeah, let's try it, because I really love pinball. But I had it in the shop. I realized pinball was terrible for my shop, because you have someone like playing it and hooting and hollering and jumping around. It's just not cool for people actually shopping. I would love to have a little mini arcade though in the back of the shop with pinball. That would be something I would love to have. Really not sure how much money you can make having pinball machines though. I got a big old shelf in the trash. Big old shelf. The Leaves bookstore that we just passed by earlier tonight, they had a really cool looking pinball book from the 80s, I think, maybe late 70s, but he wanted $300 for it, so that's just out of my budget. I love pinball books because I love seeing all the arts and graphics, but $300 felt like a crazy price. Oh, Mo, that sounds very, very familiar. Peanut machines. I love like coin operated machines, like mechanical things. Like growing up, I always loved like in what was it, Busch Gardens in Florida, they had the old machines where you put like 50 cents in and it'd make a little figure out of plastic. Always loved that kind of stuff. I always thought about like turning my shop into one of those Japanese style gashupan, you know, the coin operated machine store where all you do is have thousands of machines and you can buy little knickknacks and stuff. Always thought about doing that because I like them. I think little coin operated machines are cool. Yeah, it sounds very familiar. I don't think there's a ton, you know, in the world of pinball, there's probably like 1,000 machines. I don't think there's a ton of a lot of them. I'll see if I can find it. I'll hunt around for that. So bikini lady on a pig. I'll look for it. There's got to be a database somewhere where you can find them. I really wish it was easier for me to share pictures on here. Like I tried it last night and it was a lot of effort. It took me 20 seconds, 30 seconds to set it up for each picture. Oh, really, Lars? Is it about the history of pinball or is it about someone who plays pinball? That sounds really cool. I kind of want to check that out. It sounds like two of my loves matched together. Dukes of Hazzard, maybe. I'll have to look it up. So you think it's Daisy Dukes on a pig? That kind of sounds like something that could be. Dukes of Hazzard. Sounds very... like I could see Daisy Dukes on a pig. I could see that. The history of pinball. Okay, Lars, that is cool. Lars, do me a favor and mention that in the comments after the video to remind me. I love going back and keeping track of all these things. Lars, you have a list of like 12 things I need to pick up. Lars always mentions the most coolest looking stuff I gotta get. I'll ask ChatGPT actually. I love asking questions like that with ChatGPT because a lot of the times it's able to help me figure out what I need to figure out. Like some of the most obscure, rare stuff. I'm gonna go to ChatGPT and I'm just gonna ask a pinball machine with a woman in a bikini riding a pig and see what happens. See what it says. I have a feeling it'll come up with something. It might just educated guess. It sometimes does that and it'll be completely wrong, but we'll see what it says. AI is making it a lot easier to find things that you remember these days. Like there's some stuff that there was a toy that took me 25 years to find. I remember I was at Disney World back in the 80s and I bought this little teeny Lego man-sized astronaut. And it took me like 30 years, 25 years, 30 years to figure out what the heck it was. It was a, it's a Lego like building brick system from the 80s that was in Europe. Lars, you might know it. I think it's like Tasso. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what it was because I bought it in Epcot Center and like probably one of the little areas that had European toys. I love that thing. So when I finally found one on eBay, I was like ecstatic. But I feel like with AI now, I can find these things out in like 10 minutes instead of, 10 years. It's ridiculous how easy it is now. I love it. I love you guys talking about pinball. Pinball is amazing. That's definitely, if I ever get my big studio for my comic collection and toys, definitely getting a pinball machine. That would be a dream come true for me. Because I remember growing up, there would always be like some kid, I would go over their house and they would have like a pinball machine in the basement. A Pinball, a graphic novel. That sounds so cool. I want to get that graphic novel. Yeah, songs are the worst. You're like, what is that song? But now I feel like there's so many different ways to figure out what songs are. I was actually watching a fun video. There's a few people that do the lost media of the internet where there'll be like a clip of a song from something that people try to find out and they'll post the clip. All right, well, for you, Lars, I will not show that street candy pirate that we just walked by. Maybe jump a little bit. Yeah, but it's such a cool because they'll be like they'll find a snippet of a song that they recorded off the radio or something like that, and then like people try to figure out what the songs are. I think it's kind of cool when there's like lost media like that. I'm waiting to see what you're talking about. My feet are getting tired. I think I'm almost at my limit for the day, or where I want to hit. I'm waiting. Oh, I can't. I can't see the link. Mo, post the link after this video's over. Post it in the comments. That way I can check it out afterwards. Fat Boy's Kicks. I am not sure. Do you know he was in? Was he in Bensonhurst? I'm not 100% sure. Do you know where Biggie's old house was? I think I'm kind of far, but not like, you know, if I got in a car, I could probably be there in 10 minutes. Lars, I'll give you a warning next time if I'm gonna show them. But yeah, I heard one rustling there. It wasn't like the big old pile that we get some nights. Okay, I think I hit my hour and 45 minutes, so I think I'm gonna call it quits for the night. But really, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it, and it really it just motivated me to keep walking. I was getting kind of negative, like, oh, I don't want to do it tonight because sometimes I think, oh, you guys are getting bored of me. But really, you guys have been with me all night, hanging out, taking a nice walk. It's beautiful. Alex, I have one major Matt Mason toy that someone brought in and I kept. Absolutely amazing. Okay, so I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. It'll probably be late night again. I don't think I'll be doing it in the day yet because I think I'm still adjusting my sleep schedule right now. Okay, I appreciate you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.